I've had a hell of a day. How have you been, Raymond?
Well, I just vented, but uh, I'm actually peachy. You know, after I just had a therapy session where Fred was my therapist. I'm happy. We're attending a retro convention that may or may not work its way into a video on one of our channels. But I'm looking as we just kind of talked about the idiocracy, bleak cyberpunk future we're heading towards. I am ready to bust some zombies.
Oh yeah.
Not
Oh
busting
yeah.
zombies. That'd be a weird kind of fetish thing, but you know,
Busting off in some zombies.
that's right.
Yeah, the stream name I picked is "We've Been Captured" again.
Well, and
Yeah,
it's just he can't
literally
stop.
last time we got captured, and then we like get fucking captured at the end of the next two chapters again.
This is just Jake's fetish. He just likes to be randomly captured.
I bet you Troy Baker likes to get tied up.
Following orders, right?
Speaking of which, maybe
Oh, you're doing the right
we'll
thing.
do an impromptu stream tomorrow
Find the vaccine,
of Tekken
Maybe,
or something.
possibly.
save the world and all that.
Just thinking out loud. Find a vaccine. I hope this is not a vaccine developed by Pfizer. I mean, sorry. That wasn't the alarm in the game. That's just Pfizer sending a hit squad after us.
You said the V word. Get him.
What the hell just happened?
We got a
Of
beast.
course, they took our weapons.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm just maybe it's just I need a little bit of like joy, but not to sound like a degenerate. But they really did a good job on her ass mesh. It's really it's got a good, it's well done. She's a well done character.
He tried to hold in a fart, and the pants just got sucked up her crack.
That's what it looks like. It looks like those girls that go to the gym. They complain about being harassed, but they wear like fucking yoga
our
pants
gear.
where you can see their camel toe, and like
How do we get in
they
there?
Yeah.
flaunt it. But if you accidentally look, like within like 10 miles of them, they cancel you.
I mean, well, it's legit. Like, pretty much just like tale as old as time. You dress or act provocatively, and then you like
Good luck.
make a big fucking stink. Like you weren't the
Thanks.
one like doing some shit. Like you didn't expect to get the reaction, and then you get millions of dollars donated to your OnlyFans. Can I not crawl under this? I
That's
bet you fucking Jake could fit under there.
that also needs to be a case study for assuming that we make it out of this dark timeline. How
It's
OnlyFans
like
became a
people
thing.
think they're gonna, well, not only OnlyFans, but it's like like all these people are big liars and charlatans, and they always get so surprised when they get
I'm
caught.
alright.
And it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Let's just look at the history of like pornography. Like, you go back to like the 80s and people had to probably buy shit on VHS, then DVD, magazines. Then the internet took off, and then like it was readily available, free, and then obviously like some paid shit, you know. But then it's like now instead of that, people are like paying a monthly fee to some basically glorified whore who like who they think will fuck them. The saddest part is they think that this woman's gonna fuck them. They're gonna fuck them out of their paycheck.
Well, basically Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber. He's like, so you're saying there's a chance? Like every single time.
I mean, it's not like I'm some hotshot, but shit. I mean, at least I still have enough modicum of self fucking dignity that I'd like to say that you could still meet. It's kind of hard in our current day and age, but you could still meet a woman in the real fucking world and not have to succumb to. Well, and it is hard though. That's the thing that a lot of older generations don't fully understand. You can't just go up to a chick and say like, "Hey, toots, what's your numbers?" Unless you got that kind of mindset. But the problem is that mindset has been
It's a
erased.
confidence thing, but it is kind of impolite.
Well, it's not just impolite though. It's also like it's become almost like, oh, you're harassing a woman if you try to ask her out. Unless you have the real like fucking silver tongue charm, which a lot of guys don't. How do I let you out of this? Break down the door. Yeah, how do I do that, Jake? Is there a fucking switch?
Is there a lock?
Well, there is.
Hey,
Is
break
there?
down the door.
Okay, Jake. Jesus Christ. All right. Is that a creature that
So-
drops?
Ray, is there a lock on the
Save it
door?
for climbing through those air ducts.
Yeah, but there's no.
Shoot it.
Are you telling me I should have shot the lock the whole time?
Hey, break down the door.
Yeah,
Not bad, girl.
Shut up!
My pleasure.
Did he
Bro,
say it
you'll
again?
never- He said it again.
I think Jake's having a fucking stroke. I think he's gonna be.
Oh, he's dealing with a blonde.
He's dealing with me. I didn't.
Ah, fuck.
I honestly didn't. Look, wasn't that the first time practically you've had to shoot a lock in this fucking game though? And that's all when they decide to.
There's been other times.
Well, it's been a while, Fred.
I'm not gonna josh you too harsh on it. 'Cause,
Why
like,
didn't
we both
why didn't
had
they
a long
spray?
day, but like,
Why? Yeah, I know. No, I should have thought of that. Why? You know, here's the problem. Why didn't they do what modern games do? And they should just spray paint it yellow because that clearly is the international color. Okay.
Careful, people can't stop like shitting
Let
their
me
pants
just say
over it
this.
to this very day.
This was not like typical shoot a video game padlock lock. This was like the backside of this was like a lock picking lawyer circular lock, and it just if you look at this, just look at this. Wouldn't you expect it? Wouldn't you expect this to be a button prompt over here and not? And I mean, look, I agree. I should have just tried shooting it. But let me just do this. I have an idea.
No. What
There we
was
go.
that?
That was my last modicum of
Dignity.
Of dignity. Okay. Do I? Oh look, a button prompt for the fucking same lock.
No, that one is just a light. The other one said unlock.
Oh, the same texture, but with let's see, that's the missing piece. Listen, Fred.
Boy.
If I was in person with you right now, I don't know if I would want to. I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I could give you a high five or fucking. Yeah, well, I wouldn't punch you. I would just have like a comically sized like
Reserve battery.
Where the hell is it?
fake like one of those sugar glasses and
Won't know
just
till we find it.
you know just like throw it somewhere. Have you ever seen that shit like the
Flashing
movies?
over my head.
Oh no, but it would be real glass, so it'd be one of those fake ones. I would never mean real harm.
You just buy the biggest like foam wiffle ball bat you could
Gotta
find
get
and just
more?
beat me to death
Damn
with
it.
it.
Not to death.
Almost within an inch of my life.
Exactly. That's the Rick Grimes approach. That's by the way, that's what Walking Dead lost in the end. Is they couldn't figure out. They got rid of Rick Grimes, but then they could never figure out what to do with him after like the 5th or 6th season. Which was
they're now trying to
Still
do
needs
the
more juice.
the
Find those reserve
Daryl show.
yeah,
With,
Daryl
with,
and Carol. Norman Reedus,
Yeah, with Norman Reedus.
good actor.
A very good actor. I love him in Boondock Saints.
Seems like a legitimately down to earth guy.
That's hardly
He's
practical.
just nice.
We got no choice.
Like he's just chilled out
there's no
like
other
all the
way out?
time.
Oh,
Like, he's
Really?
just a guy who he loves his outdoor stuff. He's like Jeremy Renner before he locked his fucking girlfriend in a closet and threatened to shoot her.
Jeremy Renner?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did that. Like he pulled a full Justin Roiland.
When did this happen?
It was like a while back, maybe a year or two ago. Like he just had a fucking mental break and his girlfriend like I guess like pissed him off or something and he's like I'll fucking kill you and kill myself.
Jeremy
damn it.
Renner?
Surprised you forgot about this. It was everywhere.
Yeah. The guy that got his leg ran over a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's articles online about it.
But this happened after he had injured himself?
No, this was before.
Oh.
He just had like a fucking severe mental break, I guess.
Okay, but he didn't like do anything. He just had like a.
No,
break.
he didn't kill. He didn't kill anybody. He didn't Alec Baldwin anyone.
Well, that was just an accidental discharge.
Still negligent, and you still killed somebody, Alec. No, it's totally the gun. That's not how it works. In fact, it's even less how it works, because you have a gun that is functionally incapable of
Hey,
going
halfway
off
there.
without fully cocking the trigger and pulling said trigger.
By the way, that's why if I ever lived in a state where you can actually reasonably carry around a firearm, I would carry a revolver for that reason alone.
Oh
That you-
yeah.
Like you deliberately need to make that decision that you want to put that gun in firing mode.
Yeah. You have to
Not-
accept that. Ooh,
Yeah.
something back in you?
Don't worry, I'll survive. Thank you. Especially if it's the which that'd be a double action revolver, right?
Single action is pulling the hammer back and then pulling the trigger to fire. Double action would be pulling the trigger and it cocks the hammer.
Okay.
So
I
if
mixed those up.
anything, if you want to avoid like every possible accidental discharge, like having like
Single
a
revolver.
single action
Yeah.
would be good. But
That's the
I'm
old
sure
school
even with
codes.
a double action, it wouldn't. Like, cause like even with a double action, it's a pretty heavy trigger pull.
Yeah, which I think is I think that's the right choice for a regular concealed carry, because there's always exceptions to that. Like, are there
There's always exceptions to the rule.
yeah, is there a use case for someone having a Glock with an extended mag? Sure, but like as a regular person, and let's say if it was to move to a state with freedom like Florida, even in most areas of Florida, where stuff can get shady, like 6 rounds or 8, depending on the revolver you get, is usually more than enough in like a self-defense situation, unless
Yeah.
you're fighting a
Like,
fucking
you-
zombie
like-
horde.
Unless you're buying like specifically like a friggin' 22 like a revolver, like you can't exactly get a revolver in a small caliber.
Well, they have. What's a great caliber though is the 22 Winchester rounds. They're
Oh, yeah?
22 Magnum.
Well, I guess I'm going up here.
Did we just reset to the beginning? I don't know.
I gotta go this way anyway.
A
Okay.
feat of athleticism. No, but you know what? 357's a fine enough caliber too. Everybody 9mm
Yeah.
is fine. It's kind of hard to find a 9mm revolver, but they do exist. Look at is there something that might make you feel fucking like that raises your testosterone carrying around like a 44, 45, Sure, but
Yeah.
like generally
I'm
that's
just back
that's
here.
oh, my face is getting fucked.
Don't worry, I'll fuck your face too. Ow! What are you looking at, Jake?
But I was actually tempted to give to his Kickstarter, but I'm trying to keep my funds, well stocked for tomorrow, especially. But Forgotten Weapons did
Phil
a
Almighty. Oh,
well, no, I'm probably gonna throw him 25. But Forgotten Weapons, is that his channel? The guy with the beard and long hair that does the firearm
Yeah.
reviews. He has a Kickstarter for like the weapons of James Bond, and I was tempted to get
that's
it.
cool.
It's like $80 though, but like it's legitimately like a massive coffee table book. It warrants its price, but I'm just not in the spending mood right now. Considering
Well-
that tomorrow, and I have a feeling that eventually when it goes to print,
Have you like, I know the question, but like, have you been getting like this weird feeling that your paychecks just aren't as chunky as they used to be?
Well, it's not just they're not as chunky. It does not go as far as even a couple of years ago. You know, even
Yeah.
they talk about inflation slowing down. Okay, it might not be like gigantic leaps, but it's sort of been like there was those leaps, and now it's like there's just that. It's like somebody's already like been shot 3 times, and now there's just like another few thousand cuts. Like it's death by 1,000 cuts in terms of how people are not able to make ends meet. Which, you know, I am, but at the same time, it's like I have like, you know, a couple years ago, if I was making what I'm making now a couple of years ago, I would have no issue pulling the you know, the credit card out for that one book. Oh, I think you gotta go on the left side to pull the switch, by the way. It seems like a left side of the door.
Yeah.
See?
Got these sort of.
Oh, and there's actually a button prompt.
Twitching legs on the ground.
Maybe we have to shoot something, you know, God knows. They fucking put circular lock.
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
I mean, I'm willing to admit that I should have definitely done like the Zelda thing, where sometimes you just place a bomb somewhere and hope that something happens. Like that's a good thing to do. But no, I'm not gonna let down this game. Put a very rare occurrence in a precarious situation.
I thought that would work.
I want to write to these developers. I'm gonna have DSP probably co-sign it, because he probably got stuck on that section for 2 hours.
I don't even have faith enough to say that. It's probably like longer.
Nice.
Why is it only legs now?
Well, that's part of the reason why I've been like a big advocate of PlayAsia. I don't know if you saw my purchase from the other day, but I got 3 games for 150, which 3 new games for 150 would be impossible to get here. I got the new Metaphor game for like 50.
Because everything costs like damn near $70 and $80 now.
Yeah, but you can literally get the same brand new games from PlayAsia just with the Japanese cover art, and it's $20 cheaper pretty much on average. And as long as you spend more than 100, you get free shipping. So just wait until like you need 2 games and then just get it from them if it's not something you need. Like that's my recommendation for everybody. If you don't need a game urgently, just get it through them because it's cheaper. And they also have more physical games because Asia still gets a lot of physical games. Like whatchamacallit, Yakuza. They're releasing Yakuza 1 on Switch. The
Nice.
Kiwami collection.
Kiwami, yeah.
Kiwami. Now, fucking in the West, they're doing a physical release, but you know who fucking Sega uses for their physical releases now? I don't know if you know.
Who?
Fucking Limited Run.
Oh no.
So, fuck them.
God.
Unless it's a real big profile release. But if it's a game like that, where it's like obviously going to be more of a smaller physical footprint, they use fucking Limited Run, and I abhor giving them a penny. I think they're just a shyster's fucking company, and it's
Oh yeah.
it's a company that I actively avoid when and where possible. You know,
They're like after what they did, like I'm surprised they're even still around.
well, they're still around because they had enough pull, and they were early on, and like they were an early factor in like getting some of these games like actually to get physical releases. But they're incredibly.
Yeah, but once again, tale as old as time. They got infiltrated.
Well, it's not even that. They've always been a shitty company. They always had like a long, like, order to like delivery time. Like there was games that I fucking pre-ordered through them before I boycotted them that I got like a year after, and it was like I had forgotten to cancel them. You know, so I ended up getting them. Like Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, which. You know,
yeah,
it is what it is. I'm kind of glad I have that, even though I can't stand that fucking company. But like I canceled Dead Space from them because I was gonna get the like the $250 helmet thing. But as soon as they fired, that was Akira Lane, I think her name is, that chick that they fired.
Yeah,
I think that's her name. Seems like a really nice lady, and I think is she working
like
for Air
over
July?
some, like really like really innocuous bullshit.
Oh yeah, she followed people that aren't allowed to be followed, and she liked, I think, like one very
yeah, she got fired for people she followed on Twitter.
yeah.
Basically never confirming or denying like that she like enjoyed the content. I think she was following like Ian Miles Chung, which like
He's
fuck him anyway.
Yeah, but that
like you shouldn't be allowed to just fire somebody for having somebody in their like follows that you don't like.
yeah, like we just said, we don't like Ian Miles Chung. Now there was a time where I did follow him a little bit, but I always, in the back of my head, I knew this motherfucker was not kosher. That even if
he was a charlatan and basically like
plays every side, he's not even
it's
American.
It's like under the pretenses of like, because this was back in the Gamergate day where he finally like got any amount of traction, and like basically like the whole thing was like, we'll be the bigger people, we'll forgive Ian for being a fucking punk ass, and we'll be the bigger man. And then like he got in tight with a bunch of like the fucking like people in Gamergate, but then like just turned out to be like a fucking shady shyster behind the scenes. Like,
I think
fucked a bunch of people over Zoe Quinn style.
I think I gotta come up to you, but I was just checking this one area and make sure I didn't forget anything.
Well, there's a way for you to get over to this H door over here, but I don't know how.
Yeah, I got this. Alright. At least I got some ammo from that. Yeah, and also the thing is, like, he's always been like a shock jock in terms of like stirring up shit. And he's
I mean, in a way.
But he no, what I mean is like he'll tweet on X about some like issue going on in the United States. This is a guy that's never, I don't even think has been to the United States. He's not a citizen. Yeah. He lives in Malaysia, and like he's the kind of person that's just like a negativity sink. Like my rule of thumb is if you go on someone's X account and they don't have anything positive ever about anything, like any hobby or anything they enjoy, like if it's just this fucking spew of like political bullshit, then that's someone you should probably avoid. If they don't have like if they don't have like anything that they find to be interesting, like I'm not saying you need to be one of these jerk-offs that like is positive 24/7, but if every fucking post is about violence and death and fucking conflict, unless you're a fucking war correspondent for the fucking, you know, whatever, you should like fucking like, you go through my RW Tech and like, yeah, I'll be bitching about shit, but every now and then I'll put something nice on there, like, oh yeah, look what I got. I got a fucking Hatsune Miku fucking body pillow or some shit, I don't know.
I got like, it's only I can jump over there.
Yeah, I think there's one up there that I can go to though.
Well, it's got to be through that H door, but we got to figure out how to open it.
Oh. Okay, well.
Through here.
I actually think I think I can go up to that one that you're at. Is there any button prompts up there or some shit?
Yeah, it's opened up here. This is where you need to go.
Will you just jump?
Yeah, this is the other side. Okay, I gotta come back your way because I gotta go the opposite way.
Alright, I just missed it again. They really, by the way, you know, not that I'm doing great tonight, but I can only imagine this with the NPC, this section.
I mean, NPC probably, like, it's a lot different than, like, 5 days where the NPCs were, like, brain dead and you had to babysit them because they had their own health pool.
Yeah, 5 was kind of a clusterfuck, wasn't it?
I mean, maybe it's just because I've gotten a lot better at playing video games, or maybe it's they legit fixed some stuff, but I, like, Resident Evil 5 like remaster was actually pretty decent. Like the AI wasn't nearly as bad.
Yeah. I mean, in some ways, it could be the limitation of like the 360, where like that was a game that was. I mean, I don't know if I'm crazy, but I remember like Resident Evil 5 was like a really like impressive game graphically and it still like looks good. I'm
Oh
just
no,
saying.
it's a very beautiful game, and it's a
But like
very
they kind of were pushing the limits of the 360, like the power of that system, which
oh yeah.
it's like it's rare
Oh,
for a
no.
game to do that nowadays, as you'll see. Like, it's just they have all these engines that are fucking like Unreal Engine has become kind of a nightmare for developers. With Unreal Engine 5.
Oh really?
Unexpected power surge detected. Please use the elevator for evacuation.
Well-
Oh fucking hell!
First there's no power, now there's too much.
That was the grenade's
The
fault. That
elevator
was
works.
me. Oh, how do I get here? Oh, too late.
Have to find a way to stop this.
Oh Jesus!
We gotta pull the lever.
All right.
Doubt we're actually time on this. I think it's just all for show.
It's just like the Yakuza Claw game.
I mean, kind of.
I'm fresh out of patience, pal.
Hit me in the back of the head.
Combat.
Okay, as soon as it drops down to a door, I think we need to... He's just crawling through the wall. Do you see that? Yeah, do you see that? He's in the wall.
Yeah, I do see that.
Super weird. Alright, jump.
So,
Jump.
am I misremembering, or did the viewers like to hear this stuff? Did you try a mint stout the other day?
Oh, yeah, it was supposedly... It was a mint chocolate stout. It was made with cocoa nibs and mint leaves. And it's basically, yeah, I think it was called Fresh from the Freezer Mint Sundae or something like that. It's pretty good, honestly.
Sherry, you alright?
Better than cannoli beer or Dunkin' Donuts Harpoon?
I don't think, I don't think anything can get as bad as that cannoli beer, or when Harpoon was first making their like Dunkin' Donuts themed like coffee beers.
They've gotten better though.
Well, the stout was always good. Everything else kind of sucked. Oh God! What?
Panini Press.
I was almost out.
You know what also was not so good was the full restore beer at the retro convention.
Oh God, that beer was awful. It legit just tasted like IPA, the brutal IPA.
It had a very fine.
There was no flavor. Well, no nice flavor to it. It was just all bitter.
Apparently they're having beer again this year. Maybe they've worked something better out.
Well, depending on the price tag, like I'll either refuse or try it. What is it? My screen, you're just crawling inside the middle of the pylon.
Jump!
There we go.
There you go, squish. Oh no! Goodbye! Regenerator enemy is not really a regenerator. Hooray, now we go down into the depths of hell.
Well, nice.
Glad to see you're okay.
Wait, was that you who just freed us?
Looks like you guys saved the day again, huh?
What are you talking about?
I can see your father in you.
He was gay too.
How did you know
Wait,
what-
hold on a second. So you knew him? Yeah, I did.
He tried to end the world on multiple occasions. He was kind of a dick.
But I'm the one that killed him. It was you? That's right. Chris?
Better put a leash on that puppy.
This is between me and him.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Piers, you're still alive. Did you hear? Did you see that thing about
Promise
Ricky
me you'll
Berwick? It's
survive.
actually kind of sad.
The world depends
What happened to
on it.
Ricky?
Who the hell are you to
Oh.
tell me what to do?
Stop it!
Put your gun down!
I look. I mean, it's depressing. I guess he was at a I guess he, you know, because he's disabled. His mom was his power of attorney, and basically, like, I don't know, treating him poorly, and he ended up in the
Oh, of
hospital.
course.
And like basically put out a cry for help, which, you know, from a guy like him, that's like if he's actually like saying that he's being like abused or mistreated, that's pretty bad. But I guess someone
Yeah.
I guess some of like I mean, like, not that Keemstar's a great guy, but I guess him and like some of those other people like that know Ricky reached out. Now he's doing good. But like that's fucked
good.
up. I mean, that's fucked up because obviously Ricky.
Well, that's the same shit that happened to fucking Stan Lee. His family just turned out to be vultures waiting to pick his fucking corpse apart.
Yeah, isn't that sad?
It's insulting.
Like, especially because
I almost wish, like, even though it's sad that like fucking Bruce Willis is like got super dementia now, at least his family's fucking taking care of him.
and they're not putting him out in the open like in his current state. Like that's
Yeah.
like they've shown a couple of pictures, but they're not like they're not trying to profit off in like someone's last moments before they you know, before they really become like unable to communicate or anything.
I think we're closing in on the end of this campaign.
Yeah.
I think it's only this level in Ustanok.
The end of the world.
Spoilers, but if you didn't know, you fight Ustanok again in this fucking campaign.
So, if that's
It's just going to become a tradition every fucking campaign.
Just a bit.
You know, that is kind of the one issue with this game, isn't it? The way that it does this kind of like parallel storytelling, which is kind of cool.
I mean, it's a good concept, but like, they didn't really do anything with it. Like, I think there was like the possibility of having like 4 people at once play like one of the boss fights where you can have 4 people, but it just doesn't really come around often enough to like matter.
It reminds me of that one movie that tried to do that premise where it's like, it's only 7 minutes, but it's from like 17 different perspectives.
Ow.
Do you remember that movie? It was like about like a terrorist attack. It's a Middle Eastern country or somewhere.
I think Dennis Quaid was in it, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. But it was like there was like 7 different or 8 different whatever. X amount of different characters. It was the same chunk of time, just from their POV sort of deal.
I don't want to think
Yeah.
about that asshole or my father right now. I can worry about them if and when we get out of here.
I think that's one of those ideas that sounds good on paper, but then it's sort of like The Purge. Like, what if there was a situation where there was no laws for 24 hours only?
I mean, the first Purge movie was pretty like cool as a concept, but then like they just started getting goofy, which is funny because I really like the actor in the second and third movie.
Didn't they try to like make
Like,
one
like-
like a Trump allegory too, or some shit, and make it like racism was like, or something?
I don't remember that being a plot point ever.
I remember hearing something about that. Like,
I know the third one, like it was like kind of fucked. Wow, like quick shot at the guy in front of me and ended up killing the guy to the left of me. But as I was saying, like the third one was kind of like more urban culture, but it wasn't really like a Trump allegory or anything.
Maybe it was the way they promote. Okay, that's the one with the black, like mainly like black cast though.
Well, it's
right?
like the
I think the way they promoted
the third
it.
one has the one like lady president or lady candidate for president. So
Yeah.
that would be more like a Hillary allegory because it's a pretty blonde lady.
Well, let's not use pretty and Hillary in the same sentence, Fred. But I remember. Okay, look it's been a minute.
mean,
What I remember though is
I
the way
drink
they
the
promote.
bathwater.
The actress, not Hillary Clinton, right?
I drink a bathwater.
It's probably got adrenochrome in it or whatever they have from their child sacrifices. No, what I was gonna say though is, oh, nice.
Okay, so this is what you get when you add all the chromosomes.
It might just been in the marketing. I think they marketed the movie like as I remember there was some kind of weird faux controversy that they did around that movie, and it was like when Trump was in office.
Like, fuck it. Well, it's like people were like trying to like this was like around the time when everybody was like Trump's gonna end the fucking world. He probably will make the purge a real thing. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Oh, but you know he's
course
gonna
they
do it
will.
again, even though he was already president for 4 fucking years.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is people like made all these like accusations like about Trump like destroying the world and the economy, and like we have the worst crime rates now. The economy's in shambles. Fucking everybody's at each other's throats, and it's like, motherfucker, who is president?
getting out of here.
Who's in charge? Not Trump.
Save the world.
You're right.
Just this fucking deranged man, this fucking
Let's go.
nutty professor attitude.
Yeah. It's a weird situation.
It's like I've never met like a bunch of people who are more convinced of a man like ruining everything,
We gotta
but are
get
more
close.
willing to ignore the ruination going around like right now, like that's going on in front of their eyes.
Well, and it's
This is just a holdover from Trump. Fucking how, motherfucker?
the funny part is it's often the people that are in the communities that are the worst off to begin with, but then they keep voting Democrat.
Well, it's because they keep getting told all the things they want to hear without
Yeah.
realizing. without realizing, pretty much, like that's why things will never get better. Actually, the end. I didn't think we'd be here by now. It hasn't even been an hour yet.
We're making good progress.
And here's fucking
Look who's back.
Gigantor, I guess.
Don't misgender this one.
I've made of parts you people
It's
wouldn't
not-
believe.
It's ma'am, not sir.
This scum must die.
I'm going to compete against a 110-pound woman in a fucking boxing match.
I want somebody to
Come get some,
Photoshop
ugly son of a
Knock
bitch.
like on the women's division of powerlifting, like just on the podium.
My name is
Yeah,
Emily.
you gotta take this fight somewhere else.
You notice they always take
Let's
like
do
those kind of like cutesy girl names.
Conveniently, after I figured out I was a shit powerlifter as a man, I found my true self.
I like the one though, this really fat troon who's on like one of these like vapid podcasts. And ever since then, they got the name Gorlock the Destroyer, but they've kind of went with it.
one.
But they actually have like kind of ran with that name. Like I can at least appreciate the fact that they like realized that there was some humor in that, and they're like running like whenever I see them in a video, like they're mentioned and they willingly kind of accept. Yep, my name is now Gorlock the Destroyer. Which, look, I mean, no matter what your situation is in life, if somebody start calling me Gorlock the Destroyer, Oh boy.
This fighting Ustanak is not working in my favor. I will hold this track, even though it is a bad one.
Well.
It dinks me with the big foot. Ow! Oh shit!
You have upset Gorodok the Destroyer.
Yeah, make more lava holes, freaking idiot.
He doesn't care. He'll do whatever it takes to kill us.
Obviously. Ow! Are you feeling any of this?
So I think I don't know if the viewers have heard, but I have been playing the demo for Metaphor Respan's Kizo, the new RPG game from the Persona team.
Oh, did we hurt him?
Jake, go for it now.
What? Okay. When did you jump on his back? I'm both just like severely electrocuted. Oh, not pistol. Oh, not my pistol. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we're doing this.
It's a fair fight.
Settle this
You know what? I do find this honestly a cool part of the game. Like if they actually like just like did this, it would have been such like I just wish they like actually built more upon like Jake's melee system.
Get him over to the oh, hold on, you got him on the edge there? Okay, just keep him there.
Oh, nice. That was very Looney Tunes.
Well, see, when a game actually makes sense in what you need to do, it's not a bad thing. Like, unlike a lock at the beginning of this chapter!
Get up.
Jesus! He's making mincemeat out of this motherfucker.
Still not nearly as strong as Chris fucks Boulders Redfield, but it'll do.
You misgendered me!
I actually wish like Jake was a little more loved, but in a way I'm kind of happy that Troy Baker doesn't get another douchebag character to be like, hey, I played this guy, take me seriously.
You know, viewers, I'm starting to think Mr. Dead Wars doesn't like Troy Baker.
I like his characters. The man's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a pretty bad guy.
If you can ruin a relationship with Nolan North, there's something fucking wrong with you.
Probably, you're probably 99.999% right about that.
Sherry. Come on.
Listen, Jake, you ever have your fucking testicles removed with a rusty spoon?
No, but I have had him shocked by your cattle prod.
Well, that's half the battle.
Ah!
Oh, sorry, I was trying to...
You're trying to hit the surf metal?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's... I mean, if you rewind the footage, it might look like I was trying to hit you, but that's just,
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure that was totally that.
Alright, let's do a goatchi on that. What is a goatsi? What is that?
Oh,
Oh, Jesus. That's
You're
it.
not gonna like this plan, Jake, but we need to do this to defeat Ustanak. I don't think I believe you.
That's something you can never...
No. I'll pull your ass cheeks apart, like open up your asshole and jam my head inside, and we'll form like a Gundam of like superpowered beings, like Gurren Lagann, but so much weirder somehow.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is fast.
I don't even know what to
Yeah,
say
there's no
about this
goddamn
sequence.
steering.
I forgot he came back. Oh, I love this thing.
Yeah, but can I just say one more thing about this,
Christ
Fred?
almighty,
The-
what does it take to lose this
The
guy?
fact that this train was accelerating at like 300 miles per hour, but there's still like...
And we didn't just go flying the fuck off.
But also like the delivery of their lines, it just sounded like they got on a subway and the subway took off and they're not in the fucking...
Whoa.
Oh, this train's going a little fast. Ah! It should be like, holy shit, holy fucking shit. That's what I'd be doing right now. I'd be pissing my pants.
I can't open my eyes all quick. I'm so serious.
Look, I mean, this game is fun.
Anticlimax.
This game is fun, but you really do have to kind of turn your brain off a little bit.
Basically just a vertical version of the fucking ROM boss fight. You just throw shit at him until he dies, and then you get to shoot him again. Only I don't think you get to shoot Ustanok after you throw a bunch of fucking bullshit at him.
Could you imagine though if you went back to like 1999 and like you said this would be like this like just showed him this cutscene and be like, yeah, this is what Resident Evil 6 looks like.
One more for you, second.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Oh, what a fucking...
He is in the lava flow now.
A gun.
Well, what are we waiting for?
It's America. Oh yeah, get that broken butterfly.
This shit ends now.
I'm sorry, I do find this cute. I do love it. Okay, we did get to shoot him again. And it said Ustanok's heart had a 40-foot magnum inside of it that day.
You saved me, but
Oh, you saved me.
you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Saved you how? We got kidnapped twice.
That's how you saved me.
Ah, fucking kiss already.
Oh. At this point, these two should be fucking...
I know. I'm a sucker for shit like this. I actually think that this is the only redeeming factor of the story, even though it's half-baked. And she even playing a love song. Aww.
Wait, that was it for their campaign?
Yep, that was the final level.
Hey, let me ask you.
I told you it felt shorter than the others.
What did we hit that? All right, we just barely.
Yeah, we're only at 51 minutes. It's a very, very short stream so far. If we're gonna end it after this.
Well, no, I don't think we should end the stream. But do you want to continue the story, or do you want to do something else?
I mean, we could do Ada real quick.
How long is Ada?
That one's even shorter than like the other campaigns. Like basically, it's just showing you what Ada got up to while everybody else was fucking around. Wanna do it?
Yeah.
I hope I don't get copyright struck like for this song. I love you, Sherry, even though you shocked my testicle.
It's
I still wince when I. I'm gonna skip this. Even though I like the song.
It sounds like something you'd hear on like the end of like a '90s CW fucking sitcom.
Kinda. Speaking of a 90s, early 2000s sitcom, you ever hear what happened to that one fucking sick fucker who played the dad on Seventh Heaven?
No. What happened?
Oh,
Was he a
total
pedo?
fucking chomo.
Oh,
Total
legit?
fucking chomo, dude. Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah, like it's just so like bizarre because he basically played a fucking like a preacher on the show.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
he turned out to be a fucking big old fucking pervert. Color me surprised. And I'm not saying like that the church is always going to be guilty of like producing chomos, but it's just like every single time with these Hollywood types.
Well, they'll, you know, the thing that not the obviously the church has had problems with chomos, but
I mean,
one-
there's good people and there's bad people and everything.
Well,
Just look at
the
how many molesters are
statistic-
in like
lots
like
of fields,
positions at schools. Yeah,
schools, nurses.
Oh yeah, fucking doctors are the fucking worst.
Well, and I mean, sadly,
especially
too,
when they're like sort of pseudoscience, like massage therapy and like sort of like chiropractor doctors. Oh, dude, like if you ever want to like lose faith so badly in like medical fields, like
this is a cool moment, by the way.
rehabilitation.
This is a cool
Oh, yeah.
moment.
Like look up like something Nassar, that fucking guy. The only saving grace is like the father of one of his victims almost like beat the fuck out of him in the courtroom. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like he
well,
literally jumps to stand and he's like, "Can you give me 2 minutes alone in a room with this man? I cannot provide that to you. Well, can you give me 2 seconds alone in a room with this man? I can't do that. Well, then I guess I'm just gonna have to take my chance." And he makes a beeline right for him.
beautiful.
It's amazing.
The thing they've done though is like they've overrepresented the amount of like priests that have like done things. Like obviously it has
Well, it's
happened,
and,
they make it seem
always
like
happens
everybody.
in positions of power, but they want to pretend it's only the positions
Church.
of power they don't like.
Oh, you're saying they don't like religious people, Fred? These satanic pedophiles? They don't. Yeah,
I'm saying these like fucking curmudgeons don't like anybody. They just hang out with people who they feel less shit to hang out with.
yeah, but they especially hate things like any type of religious group because, you know, like oh yeah, that group they're not really for like taking a little baby 9 months in and crushing its skull, which is what they do.
Actually, is the co-op character Hunk? I completely like. I've never played Ada's campaign multiplayer, so it's gonna be interesting to see who they put you as. But it looks like it's Hunk.
Is Ada the last campaign though?
Yeah, the final campaign.
And okay, do you think we're gonna get it done tonight, or do you think we'll just do the first?
Oh, Ada's campaign is real short. If we don't get it done tonight, like, I'd be surprised.
Oh, so it's basically like a chapter length.
It's like I said, it's basically explaining what Ada was getting up to while she was fucking around between campaigns.
So is there a lot of jumping around then? Since it's
A little bit. We basically get to play all the parts where Ada just shows up randomly, and all the parts where she shows up in Leon's campaign. Calm down.
Oh.
I'm wiping the drool from my mouth, but you calm down. I was about to say, like, like if she comes out with a wetsuit, nope, just nothing. Stark ass naked.
The fuck?
801. It's been a long time.
kind of crack were they
Well,
smoking when they thought that
Well,
was gonna be?
I love the technology in these games because they're completely nonsensical. Like
The
even by
GameCube is now
even
portable.
by real standards.
What is it you want?
It's like Sherry's like fucking Google Glass or whatever the hell she had, which is basically just an extendable sheet with a metal piece hanging off the
Well,
back.
you
It
know-
looks like it wouldn't fit
Not
in
the
any
slightest.
pocket. Likely.
Then again, if Nintendo can release an alarm clock, people are bitching about that, but it's meant to be just like a novelty
Yeah, it's like
thing.
why?
Yeah, like there's a podcast that was doing. Oh, what the fuck is this?" It's like, well, maybe they just want to bring something whimsical out that mainly kids are gonna like get as a Christmas gift, and some fucking nerds that collect shit that probably have too much money to piss away will buy. But like, it's like not everything has to be a new video game console. From like Nintendo is a toy company. Like they like to do shit like that where they try like to experiment around. Like. My only issue with Nintendo as a company, and this has been a recurring problem, is that they're far too litigious when it comes to like people doing mods and shit. Like it's you know what I mean? They're like they treat their employees well. They at least still support physical media way more than pretty much anybody else in the industry. But the thing that just grinds my gears is how they seem to like. They literally could be like have a spotless reputation if they didn't go after regular people that wanted to just like pay tribute to their games in the first place. Oh, this person's making a remake of Metroid 2, and he's not making any money, but we want to make our own release. We're gonna sue him. All right, you fucking assholes.
Are you naked in the diving suit too?
Yeah.
I love how I got a crossbow and some sort of TMP. Which the name of this thing is just Ammo Box 50. I think that's a bug. I don't think it's supposed to be called that.
I have a knife and a pistol.
Oh yeah, I don't even have a melee weapon. That's weird.
So, I mean, this didn't come on the base game. This campaign, did it?
I think this was
DLC.
that like
I
that
suppose
time.
I
Remember
could
when
go
like
introduce
everything was
myself.
like pre-order DLC?
Yeah, I think this is actual, like, you have to pay for it DLC, though. Oh, you know what else really pissed me off was, like, the stuff you'd get free if you pre-ordered, but then otherwise you'd have to pay, like, $8. Like, even
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas did that shit. Although they ended up kind of fixing it with the Ultimate Edition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember when EA thought people were gonna pay an online pass fee on their games, too? That fucking bullshit?
Oh yeah. That was weak. There we go. But this is going well. My goodness. I'm out of ammo.
What the fuck? How did I just die?
You got hit.
Jesus. I didn't realize my health was that low either. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna back it the fuck up because apparently my fucking armor is basically, what am I wearing? Paintball gear? Not real fucking military armor.
You're wearing hockey pads.
What's the difference between you and me?
I'm not being But I don't want to fall behind Steve.
What?
Well, you know, I always thought that Heath Ledger was the superior Joker, but you know, sadly, the new Joker movie has kind of cemented that. I mean, I don't mean that sadly, but like people were like, "Oh, they're both really good," and yeah, like the first Joker movie was really good, but you know what? Heath Ledger never played a bad Joker. Not that I blame Joaquin Phoenix for that movie, you know, because he did a fine job acting. He was just given a terrible He was just given a terrible script, you know? Do you think there's any way that that movie could have been redeemed? Do you think there's anything that they could have, other than not making it?
For them to come out and admit, hey, this movie, we know exactly what we did. We know it's bad.
Do you think
Even
there's
then,
like...
I'd be like,
Yeah.
it's a little annoying.
Do you think there's scenes
so
on
fucking many.
I'm out of ammo. Do you think there's scenes on the cutting room floor that they could have like, because apparently there's like 3 or 4 different endings they had recorded, and they decided to go with the one that nobody likes.
Hey, if you don't have any ammo, get out the way.
Okay, in all fairness, I was getting out of the way. I just happened to get caught in Ada Wong's
In a
queef.
big old explosion. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, I got some ammo now.
Oh, holy fucking shit.
Why is this monster constantly ejaculating?
He's excited by Ada.
Well, I can't blame him.
I can't either. Oh, what the heck? I can... Okay.
I'm looking up your skirt. I mean your jeans.
Not wearing the skirt.
I imagined you were. I saw those.
Oh, that's a great angle.
Those.
Yeah,
Ada-
I can, I can do cartwheels. Whee! Even better from this angle.
You can do.
I can do a I can do a backhand stand.
I'd let
too,
Ada
that's cool.
Wong do cartwheels on
I
me.
keep accidentally hit. What game did I play that RB is just like something that you just do? Oh, RB is like a shoulder switch, and I think like Ghost Recon Wildlands. I haven't played that game in a while. That's a really good angle. Game really loves that angle.
Yeah, well, nowadays Ada Wong would have a flat ass and fucking have stubble on her face.
Actually, not true. The late they got the player in the RE2 and RE4 make is pretty good.
Yeah, no. I mean with Capcom.
Even though she's even though no offense, I love that you love the character, but you are a shit actor, lady. Please
Yeah.
improve.
Yeah. No, but what I mean is like the fucking like let's
This
say
must be the new
let's say
breed
one of
I've
these
been hearing
DEI like fucking Crystal Dynamics fucking got a hold of Ada Wong. It'd be fucking Ada has a Wong.
Ada has a wall. No. Hashtag not my Ada.
And not in like an endearing trap type of way. I mean she's just a fucking it's just a dude with a red shirt, leather pants. It's basically Razor Fist. It's Asian Razor Fist.
Speaking of endearing traps, ReZero Season 3 I've heard is pretty good.
Oh, is it out already? Or...
Oh yeah, it's like it's already up to episode 2, I do believe.
Yeah, that's gotta be on my list for shows I need to get fucking.
Yeah.
caught
You
up
still
with.
haven't watched 2, have you?
Well, I watched some of it, but then I got sidetracked with life. But no, I need to.
Yeah.
I need to give that show some TLC because it seems
Yeah.
like
I
It's-
gotta start watching season 3 because goddamn it already looks good.
how depressed will I get at the end of season 2?
Actually,
Damn it,
very
I'm alone.
uplifting season. You already know what happens at the beginning of season 2, right?
Yeah. I watched like the first 5 or 6 episodes. I got to the point where shit really got fucked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you probably got to the point where actually I'll keep it to myself because I don't know. I can't remember what point you got up to.
Well, we got to the point where before they went on like the half-season break, I got to that.
Oh, okay, that. Oh dear.
The big black fucking thing, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, yeah. Boy.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
that
boy.
was the thing, because like you watch the first season, it's like, I don't know how they can make things more dire for Subaru. And then it just, like, first of all, like within the first fucking 2 episodes, they've already given you like the worst possible premise possible. Like in a good way, like just
Yeah.
like for Subaru though, like the worst fucking the hand of cards dealt. And then every fucking dynamic that was already like stressing us out as viewers just got like turned up to 11.
Yeah.
So
If you want to talk about distress, I've seen a couple of clips from season 3 that I'm like, okay,
You never did
how
have
the
a
fuck?
taste, did you,
How
Simmons?
the fuck is he gonna get past this?
he's just gonna he just gets stuck as a quadro fucking pelagic and he's just gotta like waddle everywhere.
Oh god.
I
I don't even know. I don't even know.
I just gave them a bad idea, didn't I, for season 4?
Just Subaru, just a fucking stumper, just crawling around place to
It's
place.
just he just turns into like the fucking
It's
like
locked.
the gummy monster
is going
from
to
I Have
require
No
a little
Mouth and I
effort,
Must
I assume.
Scream that AM makes.
Oh jeez. Ow! What the hell?
Right,
What'd he
because originally he was from like the regular world, right?
Oh yeah, it's just straight up like some bubble fuck from Japan.
Like some kind of dead, like a little bit of a fucking deadbeat kind of dude, but like he was. What was
The
that
gate's
one show
blocked.
where like the one guy was like actually kind of a fucking loser and he becomes like that like guy in like the fantasy world. Like he's like the fat guy who got like bullied and shit.
Oh, that's jobless reincarnation. That's pretty good too.
Are they on the second season yet?
Oh, I want to say they're on the 3rd. But yeah, like people like fucking threw a fucking bitch fit about that one as well because like, oh, it's a dude who reincarnated into the body of a child, so he's a pedophile. And it's like, I mean, no, not really, not technically. Yes, but no. I mean, he's a perv. Check. What do I do?
How dare an anime not have the fucking golden morals of Redditors? Oh.
If anything, it shares the morals of Redditors, but that's not what the series is about.
Yeah, that's
It's about some scumfuck douchebag actually like figuring his shit out and realizing, oh, I was a shitty person in my past life, and he
Is it-
actually decides to become a halfway decent person.
Wait, you're telling me that these people don't actually watch the show and they just seem to know like what to say even though it's completely wrong?
Well, it's like everybody gets so fucking knee jerk, like about anime in particular.
Oh yeah.
Like when it has any sort of like uncomfortable subject matter, or God forbid, like fucking like a lolly character of any kind. The fuck is this thing I'm looking at? It's just like, am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm doing this right.
I don't know, it's not letting me switch that stuff around like you are. Is there a button prompt that you're pressing in front of that thing?
There's a little thing set up all over the room that we can switch. Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. I think there's like a third piece that you need to.
Sorry. Oh, I see what's wrong. Okay, so you're an eagle. You're not supposed to be an eagle. There we go. That should work. There we go.
Nice.
Well, that was a
But
pain
it's
in
like,
the ass.
honestly, like, people are so fucking bent out of shape about stupid shit. Like, if you don't like, if you think a fucking show is weird, or if you have a problem with it, don't fucking watch it and don't fucking complain about it.
I'm guessing
Like, just
teamwork isn't a
ignore
strong
it.
point around here.
Not that hard.
Well, it's funny
Pretty.
because they want to show it's like they already have like mass control over most of the media, but then like a show
Yeah.
appears to be something that doesn't appeal to them, and then it's a problem because it doesn't appeal to
Helping
them.
young crew's gotta be bad for morale.
Do they just set up like pads on the floor that we can step on to change the security devices over to our side?
Very foolproof security system here, huh?
It's a very severe
Wonder what
design
else he
flaw.
has on
Not sure what
file
they thought
besides
when
my
they were
prints.
making that one up.
Well, they're probably thinking about that as much as they thought about the story of this game.
Very much so, more than likely. All right, let's watch this projector and like probably see boobs or
My
something.
dearest Ada Wong. Jake Mueller has been located in the Republic of Edonia. Your mission is to find out if his body has antibodies to the C virus. We cannot allow a vaccine to be produced.
Like this game always confused me because I never could tell if Simmons was aware that there were two Adas.
Your job
Yeah.
is to ensure they escape the country alive. Good luck.
To be fair, if I saw one Ada in front of me, I'd just
That
drool
was
all
dated
over her
6 months
feet.
ago. That can't be right. I don't remember those orders. Maybe they were passed on to someone else.
Nice cutscene. Shit. Hey, step on that
I
big
see
old
you were
bug.
expecting me.
Ah. Whoa. Okay. Didn't plan on that. These things are just angry.
Yeah.
Sorry, boys, no time. My dance card's already full.
What are you saying that for?
Huh. It's targeting the crew and not me. Well, that makes my job a little easier.
Are you trying to kick me?
Ada was.
Oh fuck! That guy just got fucked up. Woohoo! I forgot this campaigning having nearly as many of these guys in this.
There's quite a bit of them, isn't there?
There's quite a fair few. Oh, you fucking... I wish I had more weapons than just this crossbow and this machine gun.
Sir, we've installed a new security system. So it
Good.
targets...
So there ain't design flaws.
Well, you know how it's able to detect whether someone's a friendly combatant or enemy combatant? Well, if the enemy combatant goes in front of that conveniently placed switch, it switches it over and it starts shooting us. Well, that'll never happen, Private, so let's just keep going.
Ain't no way. With our superior firepower, there is no possible way that they'd be able to step on that pad.
That's right.
That was easy. You're gonna get to use that machine gun for a sec. I love how this campaign doesn't even like make mention to the fact that this armored up Goliath is just following Ada around. It's just supposed to be technically Ada on her own.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems like my character's kind of an afterthought.
Very much so.
Because I'm also not able to interact with things like you are. I was trying to say that to you earlier, but I didn't want to, like, interrupt the flow of our conversation. Yeah, so, like, I can't open door. I'm basically just a glorified pea shooter.
Your pretty face, covered by a mask.
You think he's just making, like, all kinds of wacky faces under this helmet at Ada?
He's got the fucking crazy eyes and the Joker smile going on. Cool. Shotgun. Nice.
It's like that one interview with Charles Manson where he, like, does, like, 8 different fucking... Oh, I got the shotgun. Nice.
Coolio G throw.
So is this still broken into levels, or is it just like one level? This campaign.
I think it's still chapters, but I'm not sure.
Because I don't,
Sure
I don't want to jinx us, but if there's more than one chapter, I'm probably gonna have to call it a night after this.
Yeah, no worries. If we hit a chapter end after this level, we'll call it off.
And then we'll have a nice like spooky wrap up to this. But maybe the next time we stream, we'll wrap up this game and play something else that's like spooky themed.
That'd be fun. Ah, what the fuck? No, no.
Oh, what's that on
Don't sneak
Reels?
up on me.
What's that on Reels horror shooter from the '90s that they brought back? House of the Dead.
What do you mean by brought it back? They made a new game?
Well, they remastered it on Xbox One.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
That's like fun.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we could do that as like if we next time if we wrap up Resident Evil 6 and we're like, oh yeah, we can still do something else. I feel like that'd be a nice kind of spooky Halloween extravaganza. Which isn't that a nice? You got a nice kind of spooky thing going on with your channel. You're playing Resident Evil some days, and then you're playing a detective whose mental state teeters between fully cognitive and like fucking torn apart and fractured.
Severely impaired.
I didn't even tell you the worst of it. So I returned a product to Amazon nearly a month ago.
Oh dear.
And because my
Think about where you are before you shoot. and
the
you
card I used expired, like the credit card.
has been compromised.
They're like,
Really?
yeah, like the date. You know, how, like there's like the expiration date.
Yeah.
So they couldn't refund it. So I got a notification. I'm like, well, why can't you refund it? Here's the updated info. And they're like, well, we still can't do it. I'm like, well, how am I going to get my refund? And they said, well, we can do one of two things. We could issue you a check or give you store credit. Now, in my mind, because this was a fairly, hefty purchase I had returned,
Yeah.
I would like a check because I'd like to have the money. Pretty fair expectation.
Very simple ask.
So,
This sub
and
isn't going to last
it wasn't like it wasn't like I wouldn't buy stuff from Amazon because I usually do buy a couple things from them every month. Even if it's odds or ends or more larger purchases. But
you just spawn there.
I said, okay, give me the check, and this was over 2 weeks ago. And they said, well, you'll get it within 10 days. So I let more than 10 days go by just because I know sometimes with the mail, shit can be slow. Didn't get anything. Called them yesterday. And she said, well, we could try to issue you a check again or do the store credit. And at this point, Fred, I was like, I'll just do the store credit because I just want to have a refund. And she said, oh, you'll get it within 2 to 3 hours, which is usually the case. Like if I return something to Amazon,
Yeah.
I get a refund very quickly with that method. So I'm like, oh, okay. And she said, and I'm like, well, what is the extreme? Like how, if there's, because I was just already concerned because the first thing seemingly went wrong. Because she's like, oh yeah, it shows on here that they requested to send a check, but they never did. Which I always found kind of weird with like a company like Amazon having that issue. But she's like, well, if you don't get it within 24 hours, call us back. So after I was done eating dinner earlier, I checked and it still didn't get anything on there. It was more than 24 hours. So I called and I spent about 30 minutes on the fucking phone. So now apparently they're gonna reissue me a check, and I'm like, well, here, sir, I need you to do me one thing. Can you please give me an email showing that you're gonna send it via check of the refund? And then I had to wait another 10 minutes on the phone, but he finally did it. Because the last thing I want is for something like this to be in limbo any longer. And like,
Yeah.
But the moral of the story, folks, is I kind of gave you every single fucking detail manageable. But isn't it something that a $1 trillion company like Amazon can still manage just because of a simple mistake with a card expiring, not fucking be able to give you a refund? Like, can you imagine if it was the opposite situation? If it was a customer who owed Amazon money? I bet you they would fucking not. I bet you they wouldn't have a problem that way. So the moral of the story is, folks, fuck Amazon. I think they're. I mean, like, they're unfortunately a necessary evil because, like, there are, it's just become a part of, like, there's just stuff on there that you end up having to get. And it's a lot of stores don't always carry the shit that they have. They have a good selection. I'm not denying that. But you think a $1 trillion company would have better fucking abilities to handle a basic issue like that?
Okay.
I think that might be the most far-fetched
much for the
thing I've
rescue
seen
sub.
so far
Time for
in a
plan
game that's,
B.
I don't know.
Just riding down the inside of a submarine on a cargo container.
Like,
And
wouldn't
now
that-
it's now it's basically Titanic. It's straight up and down.
The torpedo control should be up ahead. I wonder if they're watching us.
Metal Gear Solid 2 ass, or 3 ass ladder climb. Not for honor, not for you. Nikita,
Moving fast. Better hurry.
Peter.
One slip and I'm going down with this sub.
Oh, you can slip on my fucking face.
I don't care if I get a concussion as long as I. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Take one slip on me, Ada.
The gun's too strong.
There's nothing like a woman in tight pants sitting on my face.
Valve right over there. Valve puzzle.
Okay, now are we gonna shoot the valve? Because apparently in this game you gotta shoot anything that is, you know.
On this case, valves can turn.
Oh. Can they count the 3 though?
What?
It's a joke about like Half-Life. It was a poorly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm not having a
understand
stroke
the
yet. No.
reference now.
It's
You sure?
Well, listen,
You've been behind me quite a lot this entire playthrough.
Listen, I am on about 4 hours of sleep after a very long day, Fred. The fact that I'm still lucid is actually kind of I think impressive. And I actually am having fun, even though I'm about to pass out literally as soon as you say cut, I'm probably just gonna like fucking fall into my
print. We're done.
like you might have to drive. You might just hear me snoring and you have to like drive over here like, yeah, Ray left his stream on and fell asleep. And we don't want him to do a DSP in the middle of the night.
Oh, the camera's still on, huh?
Yeah.
Hello.
And the fact he just sat there, he didn't even think to get up and like clean off his controller.
You think he cleaned himself off?
You know, I never wanted to think about that until you said it, but I guess now I have to think about that. Probably not.
I guess fuck you, Ray. You're stuck down there.
Yeah, I'm fucked. Well, once again, like, it is kind of weird that, like, this out of any of the DLCs, like, it just seems like the fact, like, if you want to play this...
The assumption, like, is that you'd be playing this on your own, but, like, I do appreciate that they, at the very least, decided, well, we'll throw people a bone if they still want to play with their bodies. Help! Hey! Base! Base!
This is a very rare moment, folks, where Fred is more charitable towards the game than I am.
Because, like, I legit, like, I have fun with this game. I don't hate
I
this
do
game.
too.
Why are you dead?
I do
Why
too.
are we dead?
Because of the bees.
Not the bees. What do we do now? I guess, yep.
Don't kill her. You should just tore her clothing
Wait,
off.
you guys is a voice? It just
What?
sounded like Troy Baker again.
That's who's under the mask. That's who's under the mask. It's just just straight up Troy Baker.
Just pulls it off. He's wearing that fruity fucking like golden mask he has in Death Stranding.
Oh, that's right. He's gonna be back in Death Stranding too.
Oh, I thought they killed his character.
In a sense.
I guess death is relative in that game.
Well, it kind of is in a roundabout way.
Oh, did I get it? What?
How did I die?
What?
Oh wait, I'm still alive.
How did you die?
I flicked my stick.
You just stroked out and just had a heart attack.
Well, my character must have gotten 2 extra vaccines.
We cannot allow a vaccine to be developed. It will kill millions.
No, it won't, Fred. They'll just debilitate them, and then the ones that do die, they'll blame something else on. They'll do the opposite of COVID deaths. Remember, like, someone got bit by a shark and died, but they turned out to be COVID positive, and then that got, like, primary cause of death, COVID. Secondary cause, shark bite.
Like anyone who wants to even try and say they didn't, like, overblow those numbers Like, you're kidding yourself.
What you're saying when like the flu on average kills 50,000 people?
I'm saying when they're trying to create a moral panic, they're not gonna give a half measure. They're gonna go.
But how
full
did
on.
we go from 50,000 flu deaths to 1,400? That was the part that killed me. It's like they couldn't even cover up their lie, which is actually kind of sad considering these people have they're such well-funded liars. It's one thing to be a poorly funded liar, but when you have all of this like shit at your disposal, I fell into the water. Hold on a second.
What, water?
Yeah. Oh
I'm just
fuck.
getting eaten by fucking
Yeah,
bees.
you might be fucked. Yeah. You know what the worst part is, Fred? Can I tell you the worst part? There's a lever there's a lever I can't even pull.
Wait, you ran ahead?
I thought you were behind me. I thought Ada Wong was. I overestimated her abilities. Apparently, that's alright.
I'm just dropping pills like those Zanny berries.
You're not gonna kill me this time. I'm gonna fucking get this cocksucker. No.
There we go. Ooh. Hold on. Step back.
God damn.
That motherfucker wasn't gonna make it out of this room.
I'll say. Oh, you weren't kidding when you said underwater. Ada Wong performing strokes.
She looks like she can give a mean hand job. I mean that in both senses. Like she looks like she can give one that's like painful as well as one that's effective, and maybe a little bit of both.
Those big leather gloves look like they probably hurt.
Power's on.
She looks like she'd slap you in the balls a few times during that too.
I think that's why Leon's so confused when like women start to hit on him, because he legit doesn't understand how to accept like affection because of all the weird shit Ada's probably pulled with him.
Yeah,
like they're just having a nice dinner date and all of a sudden she jams a finger up Leon's butt.
I'm not
standing right next to you.
I'm not saying that it wouldn't be a hell of a time having sex with Ada Wong, but at the same time, I think if you light her on fire, she's gonna. Oh, come on!
The bee's knees, buddy.
Yeah, bee's knees are right. Fucking. In some ways, that's the most obnoxious enemy in this fucking game.
Oh, because like legit, they're invincible until they're not, and they do chip damage. Okay, fuck this.
Oh, skill points. Just what I fucking need. How is that thing still... What the fuck?
Oh, of my fucking grenade.
That thing ate your grenades.
Yeah, just one by one and just devouring them. Oh, more swimming.
You know, everybody loves the underwater swimming section in a zombie horror game.
No one has negative opinions about any underwater section in any game.
The funny part is, like, good underwater sections, you could probably count, like, on your hands the amount of good underwater sections in a game. I'm not saying they don't exist, but Well, here's one of the best ones is Donkey Kong Country's aquatic ambience underwater sections. Do you remember like back in the day? And I actually played the game so I can corroborate, whatever. I can
Corroborate.
Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm losing my ability to fucking pronounce
You're alright.
multi-syllabic fucking things. But remember Irate Gamer did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game review? Actually, AVGN did too. But you remember the underwater section in that game? I actually played that. I actually got that far, and I played that one section, and they weren't lying. Cause like sometimes they would ham shit up, obviously, just to be more entertaining. But they weren't lying about that. That shit was fucking whack. It's kind of funny though how like, in general, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have gotten like very good video game adaptations.
Ada Wong.
Answer all questions
Is
into the microphone.
this the same company that made that Titanic submarine?
Authorization.
the one
Ocean
controlled by a
Gate.
fucking
Logitech fucking wireless controller from like 2006.
Experiments on humans in Adelia. You were following Simmons' orders, but it was your choice to do so. How do you plan to atone for your crimes?
Ow.
I love the interview that guy did beforehand, like saying like,
All of them said that this submarine wouldn't survive, but look at me now.
well, look at you now, motherfucker. You turned into jelly, fucking 10,000.
Oh no, bees.
Everything. I know what it is you're looking for. A world of chaos.
So when they had to edit that scene, the movie people that made that, what was it, The Wicker Man?
Yeah.
Do you think any of them like looked at each other and are like, what have we done?
If you know me so well, you shouldn't need validation. A world of chaos? Not number one on my list. But it would make Simmons fun. So I might reconsider.
Answer all questions into the microphone.
God damn it.
Ava Wong talked about
it makes
squirming.
Simmons
She could
squirm?
make me squirm.
Authorization approved.
Perfect answer. Now, a final
Oh, did you
question.
see they're remastering the later PS1 Tomb Raider games? I'm actually kind of excited by that. I think those games got a bad rap. I think because people were kind of fatigued. Fuck!
What the fuck? Why'd I die?
I don't know.
I blow up.
Let me hit your tits!
Ow.
Here's
Ah.
How about you show yourself and ask me to my face?
Authorization approved.
My final question. What are you fighting?
I don't think we're gonna make it out of the hood.
Hull collapse at
I think we're gonna die here, Ray.
evacuate immediately.
Well, I'm gonna die because I don't have a fucking grapple gun.
I just wish there was alternate cutscenes with just Hunk just hanging on Ada's legs.
Oh my god, I'd like her to fucking kick me in the ball. I mean, I'm sorry. This is the exhaustion, folks, plus mental fatigue
Find anything
and slight horniness. Just a tad, just a touch.
Strip was worth
What the fuck is this cube phone? That might be the most ridiculous thing in this whole fucking game. And we just played a section.
Where do you put it?
Allow me
Like,
to clarify.
like,
Tomorrow the U.S. will suffer.
It
regardless
goes
of
up
that-
her ass.
Yeah, regardless of like the fact that she's wearing clothes that leave literally nothing to the imagination. Like, if you
Up her
did have
vagina.
regular civilian wear, where the fuck would you have this on you?
Up your orifice.
You'll have your phone up your ass and you'll like it.
Can you imagine that's what they figure out is like the easiest way to like give someone VR? Is just like a
And
fucking.
then, like, the weirdest thing is it just flips from a cube into two half cubes. Like, you're just jamming a fucking triangle in your fucking pocket now.
Can you imagine they showed the guy I'm playing as hanging on to the fucking thing?
It's like the end of Bioshock 2. You're just a big daddy hanging onto the outside of the torpedo.
Isn't it funny that that game finally got like the okay? Yeah, we're gonna probably call it a night. Oh, look! For once, I finally, as my sanity has reached its near breaking point tonight, I
Pleased with
finally.
yourself that you finally have better accuracy than me.
Do you know that's given me a little bit of joy, Fred? Hey, I actually had fun, folks. Like, you know,
That
I
was a blast. I am gonna have to rename this stream, like, because we did technically play a little of Ada's campaign.
well, my name is still Golden. What will break first? Spirit or body? What will break first?
What will break first? Your mind or your body?
My fucking Batman voice will. I know that like some people hate it. I actually can appreciate it. Look, I mean, it's not the greatest Batman voice, but the logic of it that like Christian Bale's like Batman, he wants to like basically not ever have his like real voice detectable by like whatever. I actually like that explanation. My only problem is
like the idea is like, what's the best way to change a voice without a voice changer?
yeah.
Just start doing this.
My only problem is he
Just
did it
start
with
making
people.
your voice completely unrecognizable.
There's people that knew he was Bruce Wayne, like Rachel, and he'd still do the voice, or like Catwoman, he'd still, you know, it's like, okay.
Is what I do that divides me.
You rattled his cage.
What? No, you're not Bruce. Why would you even say that? Even though Bruce is totally a cool guy, you should call him sometime. He'd love to have dinner.
You rattled his cage.
I'll never forget the Conan O'Brien skit that he did when that movie came out, where he had like a hamster next to him and started rattling its cage.
That's pretty good.
Rattle its cage.
I'm glad Conan O'Brien has somehow managed to avoid like becoming or at least being found out as a piece of shit.
Well, he just seems like a guy that enjoys comedy, and he still does like
Well, he just loves being a clown for people. If
he
you've
has a
ever
travel
like,
show.
You told me about his Hot Ones episode. Where
that was
just,
fun.
Like Jesus.
He does a little podcast, and he does a travel show, and you know what? What I like about Conan O'Brien is I don't know anything about his political beliefs. I'm sure he's probably a liberal, but do you notice he doesn't like go out on the forefront like a Jimmy Kimmel or Stephen Colbert and like tries to proselytize people to his beliefs?
Or Jon Stewart. Like pretty much like Conan understands people are people, and he just wants to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Which is commendable. It's nice. Like any sort of medium which is escapism should be like far removed from any real world bullshit, unless you're actually looking for a form of escapism that tackles that real world bullshit.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's what people seem to forget to understand. Like, you can have your political shit in your video games, but please don't make every fucking video game like political shit. It gets annoying, it's tiring. All the stories that are made surrounded by this political crap are just that, crap, and they're not fun. They're never fun. I don't think people realize they're not fun. Nobody's having fun. Why do you think these games fail?
Hey, I'll have you know Dustborn still has like 2 people playing it on Steam.
Oh my god. Like the fact that like I have avoided so much about that game, but the fact that my first interaction with that game is you get pulled over on like apparently like there's a scene in the game where you get pulled over on the fucking highway, and one of your like actionable, like one of the decisions you can make, you can either try to talk the cop down, or you could try and like, apparently you have a superpower that where you can just like mind control people, and like be an asshole and force them to do what you want, which is kind of messed up. But you literally try this on this cop, and like it's like when fucking Qui-Gon meets Watto. He's like, I know you're bullshit. You're trying to fucking brain control me. I need backup. And then that cop just randomly gets hit by a bus, and you just drive away after watching a cop die. Like I know the game is pretty fucking like ACAB, like, but like seriously, there are too many situations where like they crack wise about like police officers like getting into situations where they get like very violently hurt or possibly die, and you're just like one character is like, oh my goodness, and then the rest of them are like, fucking pigs, serve them right, fucking pigs, goddamn fucking pigs, die, bleed out, pig. And it's like, wow, you're the hero. I don't know if that's definitely not verbatim, but like they are way too casual about like cops like straight up getting murdered.
That's born. You know, it's kind of funny because like the name kind of implies what happens to the game. Like you suckers that bought it play it once, and it's so bad it just gathers dust.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, this was a great stream. Listen, show up tomorrow, 9:30. Let's give ourselves some time, because we're listen, folks. You may or may not see the fruits of our labor tomorrow. Well, we're having fun, but I'm saying I might record some shit, put it on the YouTube with the other shit that I plan on editing at some point. But
you get some sweet, buddy.
Okay, yeah. Well, listen, my day has had a upward trajectory now. Now that I had some fun, now I can go lay down without anything else, knocking on wood, going wrong. All right, see you tomorrow, 9:30 sharp. Godspeed, folks. Soon we will wrap this game up, probably next weekend or somewhere around that point.
Yeah.
All right, Godspeed, Fred, and Godspeed, viewers.
Right. Peace out, Bubba.
Yep, bye-bye. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, heck of a stream. I'm losing my voice. My voice is starting to crack. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Godspeed. See you all around. Make lemons. Wait, what is it? Make lemonade out of lemons. Something along those lines. All right. Thanks for tuning in.